What is going on, everyone? You are back on another edition of Ballin' Over Beers. This is the NFL show, and today we're doing a best ball draft. It has been a while since we've joined you. I am finally back from hanging out with Mickey Mouse, and I'm glad to be back. It's, I had a good trip. I'm rejuvenated, and I'm back with my guy, James Fitch. AK, unfortunately, isn't with us tonight, but, in the words of Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. James, what's going on, dude?
He did say that.
You did say that.
Not too much, man. How was your vacation? I heard you got rained on.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I got trench foot. It rained so much. So that's not exciting. But it was good. It was good. Just crazy for being Florida, how it rained, and it just usually in Florida, it does the hard rain for 15 minutes and then sun comes back out, it's humid as hell, and you're good to go. It would rain all day. On us at times. It was wild, man. It was wild. But
sounds like you were in Nam.
Yeah, felt like it. I didn't even know what was going on. Basically, the jungle was raining up and down. I felt like Forrest Gump just walking through the swamps. But let's do a best ball draft. What do you say?
Yeah, it's a great way to fill the void in the summer when you've got that itch to do a draft. You just want football content. It's a great way to do it.
Yeah, and I love the puppy that they got out. Nice little $5 buy-in, chance to win $50K. Can't argue with that.
This one is almost, or it's more than half full, which is kind of surprising already. I wonder if we'll have to do another one.
Yeah, I don't know. How your best ball's been going?
So I've been fortunate enough to get a variety of drafting spots. I don't know that I've gotten the same. I haven't done nearly as many as you, but I don't feel like I've gotten the same draft spot twice. So it's interesting to see just how your strategy changes. I've had a couple of really good ones where I've the first half, I felt like I nailed it. And then the second half, I'm kind of learning as I go. I wish that I had done. I find myself not drafting enough wide receivers, just kind of getting used to the format of starting 3 wide receivers. And then there's a flex. I'm just what I feel like's been happening is more people are starting to target wide receivers earlier, pushing value down at running back, and it's just hard to not take those running backs. So I do that, and then I'm crap, I've only got 7 wide receivers. So I have a team like that, and I haven't found myself getting to a team with 10 wide receivers yet, and I know that's kind of becoming a popular strategy, landing somewhere between 8 and 10 wide receivers.
Yeah, I've been. I feel like I've been living in the 7, 8, 9 draft slot, and it's just been. It's been rough. It's been rough. Ooh, not this one though.
Look at that 1-2.
1.2, baby.
So I've had 1-1. I've had 1-2. I think I've had 1-4. I like the 1-2 spot. I mean, it's a prime spot for Dalvin Cook. Justin Jefferson stack. Something like that. Like
that quite a bit, to be honest with you.
A Najee Harris coming back in the 3rd, or an AJ Brown, something like that.
Yeah, let's see how this one goes. I think I've been doing lately a lot. I've been doing the running back heavy early, and also I've pretty much, if I'm trying to get one of the top 3 tight ends in Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, pretty much every. It's just. I feel like there's just such a massive drop off after those guys.
There is. I did that in one of my drafts, but I've kind of been shying away from that because I just feel like I'd prefer to take a stab at 2 or 3 guys at the end and just bank on.
Yeah.
Just a random dude like Austin Hooper having a week. Ebron, I mean, he had some weeks last year. Guys like that, and we'll see. How that shakes out, but.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook here, obviously the pick at 2.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Got to do that. Got to do that. I think. It's interesting. I was listening to another podcast today, and they were talking about where it just if you find yourself drafting from the same spot, there are just certain builds you're just not going to be able to get to based on where people are drafting unless you just overdraft and want to get that stack. And And a couple of these guys are saying in the first 3 rounds, it's come to the point where I'm just saying, screw it. I'm just taking the guys I want to get a different type of build instead of
Yeah.
always, because you, like I said, I've been living in the 7, 8, 9 slot. I feel like I'm like, Kelsey just went 1-5 here, but like if Kelsey's there at 1, 7, 8, 9, I'm drafting him. And then at the turn, it's like, all right, then I'm going to draft like Antonio Gibson or, Najee Harris or Clyde Edwards-Helaire or something like that as my first running back. And like, I feel like I have a ton of those teams that start Kelsey in like one of those 3 backs right now.
Yeah, one thing I'll be interested to see with our spot that I've kind of seen drafting at the top is like if you want, I almost feel like if you want like the quarterback, like I think we've been kind of targeting like 5th round quarterbacks, like guys that can produce on the ground too running.
Yeah.
You almost have to take them in the 4th or early 5th. Like sometimes I feel like you have to stretch a little bit to get the quarterback you want when you draft at the front.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I want to get more Dallas stacks, and like from where I've been drafting, I just unless I way overdraft like CD Lamb or Amari Cooper, like I'm not getting those guys, and
Yeah.
I'm just not. And that's I want more exposure than I think I have CD Lamb on maybe like one team, and that's it. Just because from where I've been drafting, I haven't been able to get them.
What is Dak's ADP?
Let's take a look. He's been, I feel like 4th or 5th round, so 58.8. So yeah, right around the end of the 5th, right?
Yeah. So with that, like you're gonna be we're gonna have what picks like 48 and 49, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
I can't math right now.
Yeah, math's hard. Yeah.
We're gonna be drafting end of 4th-ish.
Yeah, so
47.
2.11, 3.2.
So if you want a guy like Dak, you've almost got to draft him almost around earlier than, because he's not going to fall to you. Like that's kind of what I'm saying. Like the
Yeah.
ADP for a guy like him just doesn't fit.
No, exactly. That's what's been happening to me too.
Yeah.
Like for this, like I want to see where it ends up falling, and like to me, like right now, Devontae Adams at 2.6. Like, did you see the quotes from Rodgers? Like, I think Rodgers is playing. Like,
oh yeah, I've been saying this for months, dude.
Yeah, I know you have, but he had that quote at the end of the golf tournament there, and he was like, I'm going to take this week and enjoy it. Then I'll start working out and make my decision. And it's like, dude, every other answer you've given up to this point has been like, nope, not going to be back with the Packers, blah, blah, blah. Like this one, it's like, oh, now we'll see. Like you're playing, you're going to be back.
So we got 3 picks.
Yeah, we got 3 picks.
You go to the well, hold on.
Could go that Justin Jefferson stack. I like that. Michael Thomas, I like.
Jefferson's gonna get sniped probably because that's how it works. Neither of these guys have receivers, so
that's especially anytime we've been on one of these lately. It's been like the second we talk about them, they're gone.
One of these guys will take a running back. One will take a wide receiver.
There's Michael Thomas.
There's your receiver.
So I mean, this is like the one. Like if we want to set up that Dallas stack, we could go CD Lamb. Just overdraft him. There's Justin Jefferson. We talked about. I think I want CD Lamb. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll get your guy here, and then you'll have.
I'm gonna overdraft CD Lamb in the hopes that we can stack him with Dak.
And then you can go, depending on what this guy does. So you can take your choice of Jones or Harris or CEH or Keenan Allen.
Yeah. The other guy I feel I have a lot of is Terry McLaurin and a lot of Washington stacks. All right, so I have my choice of those guys. What do you think? Do we want to go wide receiver heavy to start and see how that works out? I mean, we have
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's go Keenan Allen, and I like that. Let's go a little bit wide receiver heavy here. I've been going a lot of running back strong lately. And I feel like with Cook, that's like such a solid one running back. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you can fall back on him. The CD Lamb pick, like I have him in a couple. It makes me nervous. Like they just have their Zeke, They've got Lamb, there's Gallup, there's Cooper. Like there's just so many. There's my guy Tony Pollard, of course.
Your boy.
There's so many mouths to feed. It makes me nervous to take him. I know it's not too far off of his ADP. So the thought is a lot of people are taking him there, but I'm a little nervous.
No, there's definitely reason to be nervous when there's that many mouths to feed. I think that him and Cooper are going to be good with Dak being back, and hopefully they just chuck it around like they were, before his injury.
What do you think of a guy like Aaron Jones this season? I know I had my complaints last year as a Jones owner in a redraft just because Jamal Williams got so much work. Aaron Rodgers just Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers, 1 yard line. I can't tell you how many touchdowns it seemed they got from like inside the 5 without running. And he still, I think, finished as maybe a late RB1, early or a high RB2. So he didn't have a bad season by any stretch of the means. But what do you think about him entering this season?
I like him. I think that Packers offense is just so efficient with the way that they run the ball, and Matt LaFleur's offense there. Like, they're going to run, and he's going to be part of it, and he's going to be able to catch the ball, just like he did before. Now there's no Jamal Williams who poached a ton of catches from him, so I think he might get more receptions this year than he did last year, right? AJ
Yeah.
Dillon might poach some short yardage and touchdowns from him, but I don't know if there's anybody that's going to be there to take catches away from him out of the backfield like Jamal Williams.
No, I think I would be. I think I should be higher on Aaron Jones. I think part of the factor is who's the quarterback and how does that shape the offense. But let's say Rodgers isn't the quarterback. Like you'd think that they would be leaning on Jones a bit more, right?
You would think that for sure. I mean, who Jordan Love or Blake Bortles? Like,
The boat.
yes, exactly. The boat. You'd think they'd be handing the ball off quite often if that was the case.
Yeah, I feel like I should be higher on Jones than I am.
Yeah, I feel like in general he's pretty good value. You're getting him at the top of the third round. And like if he's your second back in, if you want him to be your second back in, that's pretty good
Yeah,
for sure.
I love starting a redraft. Like last year, I went Henry, Aaron Jones, Allen Robinson. Like you're still getting a stud starting wide receiver in the third round. Like that's how I love starting those leagues.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, Allen Robinson especially is a guy that is, I think, up for a big year this year. So what do we got? We're in the 4.4. We're up in what?
7 picks, 6 picks.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you've probably got to go receiver, running back, and then if you want Dak, you've got to take him with your early fifth.
Yeah,
He's not. I don't think he's going to fall to you.
I don't think so either. Well, has any quarterback even gone yet? No. Wow.
That's the other thing I've been seeing is like quarterbacks seem to be going later and later.
Yeah, the Mahomes thing is always interesting because you give up so much if you want if you want to take him early, right? I mean, you're still getting a lot with him because it's Mahomes, but
Yeah.
I mean, 37 is a pretty hefty ADP.
I took him in a league with you and AK. I think I took him in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Which is like I'll try it.
No, and I mean, Mahomes is. There's not much bad to say about him when it comes to fantasy. He's going to put up numbers.
So do you think? Are you thinking wide receiver or running back?
So we got Lockett, just went Sanders, Jamar Chase, Thielen. Could go Thielen potentially for the Cook stack.
I like that. I don't think I have any Thielen shares at this point.
I wouldn't mind that. So there's Mahomes. He just went first quarterback at 4.8. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting that because then you're going to get, if we go Thielen, Dak, then we'll have kind of the double stacks right there,
Yep.
So we'll go Thielen here, and then I would imagine their little run of quarterbacks goes into coming up here. That's crazy that Mahomes just went. Because look at Josh Allen, Lamar, Kyler, Dak. Well, like you said, Dak, I don't think that Dak's coming back to us,
No. I mean, if you want a chance that you can, there's options there, but I think you're going to start seeing a run.
That's how I feel too. I mean, what if we don't go Dak?
You'd be taking him 8 picks above ADP. I mean, that's not quite a full round.
No. And like to me, the only other pick I would want would be like Mike Davis. Maybe Kenny Galladay.
Mike Davis is another one of those. It's not a sexy pick, but it's just probably a smart pick, right?
I just can't imagine him just not getting so much volume in that offense, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to take Dak. I'm going to do it. I don't even care.
I don't care.
I don't care. I'm doing it. Look at that. I actually like that team a lot.
That was a good team.
I like that.
This is what I'm saying. Like I always start this way, and then like the last like 8 picks, I just tank. I'm like,
you just tanking, just like, oh shit.
yeah. I end up taking a third quarterback, and I'm like, why did I do that?
I mean, when we come back, I wouldn't like Kyle Pitts. He's falling like crazy. But I wouldn't if like Mark Andrews fell to us. I wouldn't be mad about that coming back around.
Yeah, I mean, cue those 2 guys up, and one thing I don't have is like I don't have any Hawkinson shares either. I tend to gravitate towards like a Noah Fant, like the 9th through 10th.
I have 0 Hawkinson. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of goes back to what that stuff I was saying earlier, where all the builds I have, he doesn't fall. Either I've already taken a tight end, or I'm just gonna wait. You know,
it's such a barf offense too. I mean, he's the pass catcher you want. I think in that offense, you want him, you want Swift, but
there's Pitts.
There goes Pitts.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I think he's like the only guy in that off. I mean, Swift,
Go to the draft board, please. Have any other quarterbacks gone?
I think just Mahomes and Dak still. Yeah. Mahomes, Dak. So he got the Kelsey Mahomes stack at 1.5. He's going total 0 running back. Ron Stewart is.
Yeah.
Brown McLaurin, Kenny Galladay.
What are your thoughts on Miles Sanders this year? Now that Dougie Doug is gone.
Dude, I don't.
Doug Peterson hated him, I feel like.
Yeah, he definitely did not play him.
I will never understand that. And he's another guy like Aaron Jones. Like, I feel like I should be higher on for that reason. Like, there's a new head coach. Like, he's a great player.
Yeah. The thing that is always just scary is that they have Boston Scott, and they just put Boston Scott in.
That's not scary to me.
Dude, he
Boston Scott.
He might be half your height, but he gets on the field.
All right, look. You see Allen, Jackson, Murray all right in a row.
Oh yeah, the old 3 in a row right there.
Boston Scott.
And they just drafted Kenny Gainwell, right? So this guy went a little Murray Edmonds. There goes Andrews. Murray Edmonds stack. So he got Chubb, Gibson. I don't like the 112 spot, man. I feel like you just give up so much value there.
Yeah, you do.
Chubb, Gibson, Godwin, Cooper, Murray, Edmonds. That's a solid team, but it just doesn't have that like stud player. I don't know.
You have a lot of meh there. Like Antonio Gibson's your stud player, maybe Nick Chubb, but like Godwin, there's so many mouths to feed there. Cup, you never know what the Rams are going to do. Murray's going to give you games where he scores, 50 fantasy points, and the next week he scores 12.
Right. I don't know. That's tough. The 112 is tough. That is for sure. What do you think? Oh, there goes Hawkinson. Son of a.
Yeah. This might be a tight end punt.
It is looking that way, isn't it? Goddard. Like, I can't get behind Goddard. I don't have that.
Nope. I'd rather wait on a Noah Fant, Logan Thomas.
Yeah, that's how I am too. All right, what do we got here for running backs, wide receivers? Jacobs, Beckham, Gaskin, Hunt, Devontae, Chart, Debo, Gallup. We could go Gallup eventually. Go super stack on the boys. Man, that being able to get like Hawkinson or Andrews have been so sweet at this pick. That would have been such a nice get at tight end for us.
Yeah.
That makes it tough. Where would you go on this?
We've got 3 receivers. I'm probably looking at a running back and a receiver here. I don't know the order. I think there's enough running backs to like if there's a receiver you like, targeting that receiver. But there's a lot of question marks here.
Yeah. So Gaskin, Hunt, Smith, Chart, Gallup, Boyd, Sermon, Juju, Visca.
Juju's the guy I've been higher on. I know we talked about it many weeks ago, but I still think that Pittsburgh offense is going to be good. Not saying we need to take him here. I like Gaskin.
I do too.
I don't think there's a lot of competition there.
I think I like Gaskin, and I think I like Devonta Smith maybe on the way back. But I think Gaskin as your second running back is pretty nice. You know,
So if this is me, with this build, we have 3, I think, pretty strong wide receivers. Like I'd probably go to a guy like Juju. Like he just. I'm not saying we have to take him, but Devontae Smith, question marks. He's a rookie. Gallup, again, just a lot of Melisafeed. And that's probably the same situation with Juju, but Juju's just had success in this league.
let's go Juju. You talked me into it. Good sales job right there, buddy. I'm full.
I don't know. I think I'm higher on him than most.
I like him. Oh my God, look at our wide receiver buys. That is
Oh man.
that is impressive.
There's got to be like 8 teams on by week 7. I feel like all of my teams are like congested there as well. Well, this is definitely going to be like a 9 or 10 wide receiver team.
And Delvin Cook. Oh my God.
And Dak.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Let's see how many week 7 buys we can get.
Oh, that is impressive. I'm not even mad. We're just punting week 7 completely. Holy cow. That is funny. That's good stuff.
All right, we got
So
2 and 4.
Yeah.
4 wide receivers.
Yeah, 4 wide receivers, 2 backs. They're looking pretty solid. Tight end, still no one.
So we're going to be drafting 8 and 9. I again would think a running back and a wide receiver, maybe a tight end.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Curtis Samuel out, I like.
I think if Mostert's there, he's a guy to consider.
I like Mostert too.
Damian Harris isn't terrible.
So like to me, if we go Mostert, that gives us 3 solid backs, and then you just roll receiver, tight end as much as you can.
Yeah.
Do you think that Mostert's the guy in San Fran? Because I do.
I do. I worry about him staying healthy, and I know that's such a stupid thing to worry about, but
Yeah, but I definitely think he is the guy though. He's not by week 7 though, so I don't know if we can take him.
yeah, he's not hashtag by week 7.
That is funny.
Do you have any Antonio Brown shares?
Not even one.
I don't think I do either.
I don't know. Like, I feel like he could be good, but again, it's like the Bucs offense. That is an offense that has, again, so many mouths to feed. And I think Mike Evans and Godwin are the 2 guys. Like, Brown was solid last year when he came in, but he wasn't like. And the thing with Brady is he just doesn't care. He's just going to spread the ball out and throw to who's open and make the right play. You know?
Yeah, I think with Brown to not to try to sell him, but now that he's got, what do you have, a half a season, less than half a season with Tampa Bay, he's got a full off season, and Brady believes in him. I mean, just look at how it was a week 16 or 17 where Brady just threw him like 4 shovel passes in a row to get him, paid down his receptions incentive. Like,
yeah,
there's a mutual respect there. Like,
that there definitely is. I mean, he was sleeping at the guy's house. I mean, Brady let him live with him, for God's sakes.
Scotty Miller's production just tanked once Antonio Brown joined the team, and
yeah, I do sneakily like Giovanni Bernard in that backfield. You can get him like in the 18th round.
Yeah, he's a good if you're looking for like a fourth or fifth running back, I think.
Absolutely. He's just a pass catcher, man. He's just going to go in. He could be, Brady's James White from his Patriot days. Do you do you like either Robinson or Michael Carter if Mostert goes? Because I do.
I
I have no James Robinson at all.
I just took my first Robinson share
Okay.
recently. Yeah, I do like him.
I like Michael Carter. I have some Michael Carter shares. Surprisingly enough.
With Robinson, we've talked about um the new coach, the lack of draft equity. What was he, a sixth round pick? Like Urban, just there's no commitment to like having to feel like he's not a first round, second round, or even third round pick, right? So there's no sense of having to play him based on where he was drafted, despite having a good season last year.
Right. New
I think
coach.
that's the concern.
He's got no tie to him. He just drafted Travis Etienne,
Yeah.
brought in Carlos Hyde. The Carlos Hyde stinks though. Like why do teams keep picking him up? He's not good.
Is he going to be the next Frank Gore?
He just keeps playing.
Is he? Yeah.
All right, so we got one pick here, and hopefully Mostert doesn't get sniped on us.
He's got two running backs. He might, but he doesn't have a quarterback or a tight end.
Yeah,
I'm guessing quarterback.
I'm gonna say receiver. I'm gonna say who?
Wow.
You took the wrong 49ers running back.
Wrong 49ers running back.
You took the wrong one, Brosif.
Cool. So I think, like you said, I think this puts us in good position to focus on receivers and tight end, right?
Yeah, what pick was that? 95. Dude, should we just take Dallas Goddard? I mean, we're like 12 picks after his ADP at this point.
Probably.
I mean, you're getting value there. Now watch I say that, and he'll get drafted by Ehove.
No, he's got a tight end already.
Oh, he wants.
You don't draft two tight ends this early. That's crazy.
Are you sick? I mean, with the value, that's tough to.
Do you think a platform like Underdog would consider doing super flex, best ball, tight end premium best ball? Like
He did it. That motherfucker did it. He took a second tight end.
Oh my god. I jinxed us.
He did. Oh my gosh.
Is he listening?
How does that even happen? He probably says. I mean, do we want Fant here? Do we want to
scroll down on the tight ends? Never mind. I don't hate it.
I mean, I don't even know who else I'd want.
That's what I was trying to say. Scroll down for, but
no, let's take Fant. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I can't believe he took Goddard. What a freaking jackwagon.
Wow.
Eho, who are you?
That one hurts a little bit.
That one hurt a little bit. I was like, man, we're gonna get good value on Goddard. I have no shares of him right now. Let's do this. This guy. All right, what were you saying about Underdog now?
I was just wondering if you think they would ever do different formats, like a super flex best ball, tight end premium best ball, anything like that.
I don't know. I feel like right now they're just getting so popular with this. So maybe eventually, because I mean, right, once you get popular, you want to get people here, and usually you have to diversify or do something different. So I don't know. Maybe you offer different games, like structure wise. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like you said, you offer the super flex or or maybe you do like a 3,000 man size or 3,000 team size field where it's like a $300 buy-in or something. You get big stakes, or I don't know. You start just diversifying of what you're able to offer.
Right.
But I feel like they've grown like crazy this off season. I don't know if that's just an echo chamber of everybody that I follow and everything is talking about them and doing them and stuff, but like I don't remember them being talked about as much at this point last year for sure.
I mean, I think a lot of the appeal for me and probably a lot of people is the accessibility. I mean, you've got $5 drafts, you've got, I think there's smaller ones than that, $3 maybe.
Yeah, there is.
It provides an hour of entertainment. in
Yeah.
the off season. Like I said, when people are starved for just football content, there's just not a lot. There's no training camp. It'll be interesting to see like how the popularity, like what level it's at once you start getting into redraft season, which I think is mid-August on.
Yeah.
Um, it'll be interesting to see if best ball is still talked about as highly.
Now, when you think about it, I think the first preseason game is only like 30 something days away,
That's right.
if that. So I mean, the season is rapidly approaching. That is for sure. And did you see all these sites are coming out with their lists of all this stuff now? Top receivers, running backs. Who do you think is the top 5 fantasy wide receivers right now?
Top 5 fantasy receivers:
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill,
Okay.
Calvin Ridley,
Okay.
Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, Stephon Diggs.
Okay. Okay. See that? I can see that. No DeAndre Hopkins. You got Jefferson and Hopkins.
I forgot about him. I'd probably swap those two.
That's fair. That's fair. You think Calvin Ridley leads the NFL in targets? Because I think he might.
I think he will. There's just nobody else to throw to now with Julio gone.
He honestly he could rack the targets up like we've never seen before, like in a Stephon Diggs, Devontae Adams type fashion, like even more than that.
There's always the question about right now that Ridley's the number one, like how will coverage affect?
Yeah,
I just think he's a player that's not really going to matter.
right. He's a stud. He's always been a stud. He was a stud at Bama. He'll figure it out. So we're up in 3 picks. We have 3 solid running backs, 4 receivers, and our tight end. So I think we start just crushing some wide receivers here.
Yeah, Gabriel Davis is a guy I've been scooping up. I don't have any Jalen Reagor shares. He's by week 7, so we probably shouldn't take him.
Oh my God. All right, let's go Rager, because I don't have much of him either. I got him sporadically in a couple.
I don't want to take him, but that would have been hilarious.
We can't do the old week 7 again. Jeez. Do you have any New England guys? Nelson Aguilar? Anybody?
No, I went to it was the last round of my last draft. I meant to just take a shot on Kendrick Bourne, and I timed out, and it drafted Zach Wilson for me.
Nice.
But outside of that, I don't have a lot of New England shares in general.
Yeah. All right, so we're up again. I don't think we need a quarterback to get that.
Harris Campbell's an interesting guy to me.
That's what I was looking at too. I think that they were pretty high on him before his injury, so
Yeah.
I like him. We'll go there. And then who are the quarterbacks left right now? So Tua, Matt Ryan.
I like Cousins with Cook and Thielen.
Yeah, that would be week 7.
God dang it.
It's Dax week 7 too.
No, we can't do Kirk. I've been scooping up a guy like Baker. I've got a Fitzpatrick share.
Oh, I'm embarrassed to admit how much Ryan Fitzpatrick I actually probably have right now.
Yeah.
I have too much Washington right now. Oh, did you see that I don't know if this is old, but I just saw on Twitter they have narrowed down to their 5 choices for team names.
I was watching the home run derby briefly last night, and I saw they were committed to making an announcement at some point, but I did not see that it was 5.
Is it crazy that I actually kind of want them to keep?
No, they should stay
team?
Washington football team.
I 100% think they should just keep.
I wonder if that's an option.
I kind of like it. I mocked it at first, and then I actually kind of like it.
Yeah, no, I do too.
I think the other options were like Red Wolves, Commodores, or Commanders or something.
Commanders I can see, but anything else?
Yeah, Monarchs. I was like, that's a stupid one. I don't like that one.
No.
And then what was the other ones? I was Red Wolves, Monarchs, Commanders. I can't remember the other two off the top of my head.
Should be football team, but you got to change it to like FUT, like football,
Football team. Yeah,
just to really throw people off.
I think it was Matt Berry tweeted out. He said, or just change it to like FC, like the football club, like like the soccer, the Washington
Yeah,
Football Club.
just trick more people into liking your team.
Yeah, all the Euros come over and watch now.
Yeah, that's a pretty good market for that, I would think. The Washington market.
Yeah, true.
um, yeah, I haven't really. I'm staying away from Matt Ryan. I will absolutely not draft Tua in any league ever.
I have
I
some
just
Tua. I actually have a couple shares of Tua.
no, just no, thank you.
I have a couple shares of Tua, and I have one. I think one share of Matt Ryan, and I took it because I had Kyle Pitts and Calvin Ridley. So I just figured I'd stack them up.
Cousins, Mayfield, Fitzpatrick are the three names that I've been kind of going after for.
Hell, I think I'm get Cousins right now, and that just makes me sick. He's the same as Dak.
Yeah,
I don't have much Baker, so I guess maybe if it comes back, we can go to Baker.
you like Baker over Fitzy?
I don't, but I have so much Fitzpatrick right now. I think Fitzy's Washington's going to have a ton of pace. They're going to play with a ton of pace. They're going to be potentially top 5 in pace, and they have so many explosive players on offense. Like I think that Fitzy could actually do Fitzy things and just chuck the ball around, and could be exciting to watch too.
Yeah.
The old football club. So I can't wait for this guy to take Baker as a second quarterback.
So we're going to be taking Baker almost a full round above ADP. We're basically pick 144.
There's Cousins. We're pick 144.
Yeah, 12 times 12 is 144. I'm pointing that out. I mean, I think.
Let's go Terrace Marshall here. You like him?
Yeah.
Him or John Brown?
I actually have a decent amount of both of them, so it's a coin toss for me. Doesn't matter. Look at the bye weeks, I guess.
Yeah, they're both good. Oh shit, we timed out. We got Baker. Well,
It's not gonna matter. There's literally like.
Yeah. All right. So now, do we want Marshall or Brown?
Dylan and Myers. What did this guy just like quit?
Are you even playing anymore? All right. So both bye weeks are good. I'm gonna take Marshall here.
Yeah.
All right. So quarterback, we're good. Maybe we could come back to tight end here.
We probably want to look at a fourth running back at some point.
To look at the value there. I love all these guys. These are all my favorite guys.
Yeah, I love Latavius Murray.
Dude, he is undervalued because he gets carries no matter what.
And he gets goal line work.
Yeah.
If Kamara's out, like
right.
Murray's going to be a plug and play starter.
Yeah, I like Murray. I don't mind David Johnson. I have a bunch of Naheem Hines. I don't have much Small Williams because Detroit.
No, I have 0 Williams shares. I've been scarfing up Hines and David Johnson where I can. I think we took Singletary in one draft. I haven't found myself in a position where I can draft him much. I like Tevin Coleman. I know you like Carter, but I think as of right now, Coleman's going to come out as the starter.
I drafted a lot of Coleman when we first started because he was going like basically free when I was first doing it. He was like even past the 13th, 14th, 15th round. I think I was getting him. I was like, geez, he could be a starting running back to the Jets for all we know. I know a lot of people are talking about Ty Johnson in that backfield, which would be interesting. I don't know. I know he's a pass catcher.
Yeah, I won't draft him.
Yeah, I feel like with Michael Carter there, his role is almost taken by him. I would say if David Johnson, Hines, even Singletary, McKissick falls to us. I don't have any McKissick right now. He's like the one Washington guy I don't have. David Johnson just taking the big dive.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
He's gonna be the starter.
yeah. Like they're gonna be bad, but he could end up getting a ton of volume. Like I know they brought a ton of guys in, but like who was it? Rex Burkhead, Philip Lindsay.
Yeah, there's a fourth guy too. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. They brought back Arian Foster.
Yeah.
Couldn't get anybody to play for him. They had to bring back Arian Foster. No, they had to actually bring back the actor that looks like Arian Foster.
Let's see. Played for the Saints last year. No. It's a old big name running back. It's bothering me.
Adrian Peterson.
No.
No, he hasn't signed with anybody, right?
I don't think so. It's gonna bother me. Mark Ingram.
Oh yeah. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. That is a lot of running backs. Maybe they're going to run the triple option. I'm pretty sure there was a video from Borderfield that got posted on Instagram. They were showing two other quarterbacks working out, but I'm almost positive Deshaun Watson was in the background working out with them too and throwing.
He's another guy that I knew he wasn't going to get traded. I didn't think all this other stuff would happen, but like I have not had any drafts where I just like take him late just in case, but like I don't know why I don't do that.
I think I have one. It's so hard because like you got to figure if you're taking him, like you're giving up another position that could actually score points for you. Like if he doesn't play, like it's a zero. Whereas if you take another guy, it could at least be a week where he contributes like 30 something points or something.
Where I could see you doing something like that. So yeah, I was gonna say David Johnson seems like a
Yeah, it's a home run pick, dude. We just got him 30 picks after ADP.
where I can see taking a guy. It's crazy that Naheem Hines is still there. Where I can see taking a guy like Deshaun is if you're gonna wait for like the 9th, 10th, 11th round to take like your first quarterback, like you're probably I don't know if I did that I'm taking 3 quarterbacks and like keeping my 3rd quarterback because your first 2 might suck.
Yeah.
And he's worth the risk.
Do you think second tight end right now, or do you think we wait? Do you have a preference?
Scroll down on the tight end list.
Because it gets kind of ugly kind of quick.
I think they're all ugly. There's not any. I've been doing drafts for my first guy is Austin Hooper, and I've been taking him like the 14th or 15th round. We're in 15, so
yeah, I'm gonna take Cole Kmet here. I actually kind of like Cole Kmet. I looked at Blake Jarwin to get the stack, but we have too many sevens, 5-inch right now.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet is somebody that he was pretty highly sought after in the DFS world in the last maybe 5-6 weeks because he was starting to get more run than Jimmy Graham, and like he had some hype going into last year. Nobody's really talking about him this year.
Yeah. I think we're looking at 3 wide receivers to close, or maybe a 5th running back. But
yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. I don't mind that one bit. There's some interesting names down here still, I think.
Lazard's a name that I have not found myself drafting at all, but it's intriguing.
I have, I've been trying to smatter myself with a few of like MVS, Lazard, and Amari Rodgers. I've been trying to get the like one of those guys as of late because I'm just fully convinced Aaron Rodgers is coming back now. And like if he's back, like those guys could end up like Allen Lazard could have 3 catches for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns in a game,
Yeah.
So like those are guys that I feel like you could have at the end of your roster, making up like your get maybe 2 weeks out of them or something.
Yeah.
But they also could suck because they're just not good, which is probably the case. Is there anybody that we think we could stack up here? So we got maybe Josh Palmer. Did he already go? I saw him. Him and Keenan Allen together.
Yeah. He's a rookie, right?
Yep. Yep. Travis Fulgham. Some people are still pretty high on him, which I was kind of surprised by. But
There's not a lot of there's Greg Ward, Rager.
yeah, did they draft like Quez Watkins or something last year? But like, is he even any good? I don't even know.
I don't even know who that is. So
Yeah. So the answer is no, he's not good.
what happened to Alshon Jeffrey?
I was drafted Tony KJ Hamler too. I don't know. He just got old and just got traded on my dynasty team, and I tried to trade him.
Yeah, I traded him too.
Yeah, you
Thank you
traded
very much.
him. I tried to trade him for like 2 or 3 years straight. I'm like, guys, he's gonna come back. He could have value. I was like, no, he sucks. I was like, yeah, it does, but
is he on the team?
I honestly don't think he is. I think they released him. Him and because that wasn't the talk. Him and Ertz were going to be gone.
Yeah. He was released when the league year began.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He'll sign with somebody after training camp or something, probably.
I could see that just as like a veteran guy. All right, so we're up in 2 picks. So we could either take, if we want to stack dudes, we could go KJ Hamler to pair up with Noah Fant, Travis Fulgham to pair up with Jalen Rager. Nope, KJ Hamler just went. So we either got Josh Palmer with Keenan Allen, or Fulgham with Rager if we want, or if you want like a Darius Slayton or Byron Pringle or something like that instead.
Of these two here, I'd go Palmer. I don't hate Darius Slayton either. If Slayton's there when we come back, I would say take him. I think you're getting a little bit of value. I mean, I think he's a guy that they throw to.
He used to be pretty forgotten right now too.
Yeah.
We're in the beginning of the 17th round and he's still sitting there.
He's a guy that's going to score 2 touchdowns week 1 like he did last year and then just not doing anything the rest of the season.
Yeah.
One guy I don't really hear talked about a lot is not a wide receiver, but the tight end there. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Evan Ingram?
Yeah.
No.
Just a guy that should be way better than he is, right?
A guy that's been hyped up every single offseason since I can remember, and now he's not getting talked about. He'll probably have a big year.
I saw something last year where it was like he was just running like 4-yard routes, and it was like, dude, this guy is like just a supreme athlete, and what are we doing?
Yeah, we're just don't want to get him too far from the line of scrimmage. It's scary out there past that. Donovan People-Jones, he's an interesting one. People have been hyping him up. All the Cleveland guys.
He's better than the other guy that everyone hypes up every year for the last 5 years that does nothing. Rashad Higgins.
Yeah. Oh. Any interesting running backs? Our boy,
There's your boy Gio.
Gio.
I wouldn't hate scooping him up for a 5th running back if that's the direction you want to go. But
this guy's got 4 quarterbacks. Sharp Cheddar.
Jesus, what
Sharp Cheddar. I think you're doing it wrong, bro.
Look at his team. I want to see which ones he has.
Sharp Cheddar. Where's my guy, Sharp Cheddar? All right, here.
So he went late.
Taylor Waller.
No, he went Lamar.
Lamar, I liked it. Okay. Oh, he went full blown Ravens there.
Trey Lance.
Zach Wilson, Derek.
Zach Wilson. You can get Zach Wilson in the 17th round. What are you doing?
Dude, his team's ugly.
Is he random? Is he in a randomizer draft?
Oh my god, I don't know. DJ Moore, Marquise Brown, McCole Hardman, Henry Ruggs, Nelson Aguilar, Sterling Shepard are his wide receivers. Tryon Johnson, Keelan Cole. Yikes, bro. That's rough.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, no, that is not good. That is not good. Yeah, I feel even bad taking 3 quarterbacks. I've done it before. Just like if I have like,
No, I ain't doing it, but I've done it before.
yeah, you get a couple that you're just like, ugh, these
There's
guys
some
are questionable.
some really good players for Geo and Austin Hooper. I like Tariq Cohen coming back off that injury.
Yeah, that backfield. I was looking at this yesterday actually, and actually, there's a new website out called Run the Sims. I think it is .com. It's Mayo's new site. I was playing around on that, and because I was like intrigued of like where this Bears backfield is going to go, because they have Damian Williams, Cohen coming back, and David Montgomery. Like, I don't know. What do you think, Gio here?
Yeah, I like it.
I really don't mind that at all. I think he's probably the best value, right? Yeah, let's finish that off with a little Geo action. I'm good with that. I think it's a pretty solid group right there. I think our first, like our top like 8 or 9 guys are really solid. Like we had Dak, so Dalvin Cook, CeeDee Lamb, Keenan Allen, Adam Thielen, Dak. Let's see here. Look at all these drafts. Where's the one I just did? Where's the one we just did? That one. No. See, look at so much Ryan Fitzpatrick and Pat Mahomes.
You love it.
I do. Oh, there's only puppy drafts. There's so much Patrick Mahomes and Ryan Fitzpatrick.
What a homer.
All right, here's this one. So Dak, Baker, Cook, Gaskin, Mostert, David Johnson, Giovanni Bernard. These are solid. That's a solid like because after Cook you have your stud. That's a solid 4 guys that you can get one other guy and possibly even a flex with some weeks. But like
Yeah.
our receivers, our first 4 receivers, I think are real good. Lamb, Allen, Thielen, Juju. And then you got these guys who could be, your splash guys. Tight end's a little but not terrible. I like that team.
It's hard not to like look at like the back end of the receivers and be like, ugh.
No, I
But I feel like that's the case with every team when you're drafting 9 or 10 wide receivers.
no question about it. But that was a solid group. But it's to me, it's the up top, the 1.1, the 1.2. Like you get, it's so much better. Anybody who tells you it's not better than drafting later in the draft, they're crazy.
Yeah, I mean your first 5 picks are just like solid.
Yeah, they're so solid. Like you're like, all right, these guys could win you a league. But all right, man. Any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
No, man, I think we're like I always say, we're 1 week closer to actual football.
Can't wait. Glad to be back. I know it was a little bit of a hiatus there for a couple weeks, but happy to be back. And we appreciate everybody being here. Smash the button on the way out, the like button on the way out, and tell us who you're drafting in best ball. What's your favorite position? Are you a 1.2 guy like me, or you like the end of the draft? Because if you do, you're crazy. I'll tell you that right now. But
Absolutely.
appreciate everybody being here. We'll talk to you next time.